This video is sponsored by Submission Audio.
The willow, it waves today. A breeze from the distance is calling your name. Unfurl your black wings and wait. Across the horizon is coming to sweep you away.
for checking out my cover of Blackbird by Alter Bridge. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Blackbird is for sure one of my favourite songs of all time, and Alter Bridge are my favourite band, so this one was a really long time coming, and I'm so glad that I finally had a reason to make it thanks to today's sponsor, which was Submission Audio. Submission Audio very kindly approached me and said that they would love for me to check out and demo their brand new bass plugin, Grove Bass. Grove Bass is the first ever virtual bass dedicated to capturing a specific player's sound, and in this case it's Simon Grove of Pliny, Helix, Nebula, and when they initially wrote to me they quite literally said it's Simon in a box, which is awesome. So the bass plugin itself uses Simon's very unique LaFay Hair Schwartz bass, and it's played with fingerstyle. It uses brand new true bass technology for unparalleled realism. You can click around the fretboard and hear exactly how each note sounds on each fret. Every single fret has been multi-sampled so that it can match your guitar performance precisely. There are a couple of new features in the Grove Bass plugin that you won't have seen in previous Submission Audio plugins. Grove Bass offers new articulations such as slapping, popping, ghost slap pop, tapping, true legato, and sliding. The new sliding feature in particular is super realistic, and the notes will kind of like slowly decay with their energy over time as they're being held, which is really cool. It also has a new humanize feature which goes all the way from machine over to bassist, and these new features basically just help it to sound a lot more realistic, and I can 100% vouch for that. The Doom button shrinks the sample count and uses only the most punchy and clear samples, and it also maxes out the velocity. This is done on purpose to make it sound unrealistic on purpose, so it's perfect for electronic kind of genres, more industrial music such as EDM, that kind of side of things. Grove Bass uses the same alternate picking selector that was seen in Jin Bass. It stayed for a reason, people absolutely loved it, and it helps to contribute to the overall realistic kind of sound of the bass plugin. The settings menu allows you to rebind key switches, change the tuning of the bass, and also the bending range. So you can kind of customize it in a lot of different areas to suit the feel and your kind of like requirements for whatever it is that you're working on to get the best results. Today was my first time using a bass plugin, other than just programming MIDI bass into Logic on its like default setting, and to be honest with you, I was somewhat skeptical because I was like, how are they gonna replicate this? How are they gonna make this sound realistic? And I was so pleasantly surprised. I really didn't do much to tweak the tone at all. It sounded absolutely killer straight off the bat, and I just ran with it. Grove Bass was particularly useful for today's cover because Brian Marshall of Alter Bridge normally uses a 5-string bass. I don't have one of those, but Grove Bass does, so there was no problems there. It's a really, really great option to have if you don't have a bass, if you don't have a way of recording it, or if you don't even play bass but you need to lay it down somehow. If you'd like to hear more on Grove Bass, or if you'd like to try it, head on over to the links in my description and you can go and check it out. If you enjoyed watching today's video, please hit like, subscribe, and drop me a comment down below. I want to know what your favourite Alter Bridge song is, so let me know. As always, the tabs to this video, to this track, will be available on my Patreon now. There's a lot to learn there, as there's a lot of different guitar parts. I'll also drop the bass in, and if I can figure out how, I will also drop the drum tabs in there too. I'm potentially thinking of uploading this as a backing track to my merch store, as I cover literally every single instrument in the song, every layer, so you can just download it and remove whichever layer that suits you. You know, if you're a drummer, you can take out the drums, etc. So if this message makes it to this video, then you can head on over to my merch store and check that out. The link is in my description. Anyway, have the best day, and I will catch you in the next video. See you later.